Okay, this is a brand new concept for me. My name is Michelle. I go by the handle Page of Wands when I do my tarot readings. And I was reading back in, I believe it was 2017. For a while, I was doing twin flame readings. But I am a twin flame, but that journey is really intense and goes through a lot of ups and downs, as anyone that's on the same journey can attest. And so it got a little bit difficult for me to continue readings because I was going through a lot of personal stuff. But anyway, what I did start doing is a daily tarot study. And I was doing this on Facebook, and I let my Facebook audience know that I was actually going to be moving this to YouTube. So I'm trying this out. This is brand new. And what I offer is a daily tarot study where I pull one or a couple tarot cards a day. We talk about their meanings, and then I pull an oracle card for a clarifier. I started off this practice as a way to assist other people who wish to get into tarot and use the tarot as a tool for their own journey of self-discovery, their own daily spiritual practice, and their own tool to help them sort of decode their problems or their situations and find better solutions. So I want to bring this study to YouTube as a means for other people to hopefully connect and get their dose of daily tarot practice and daily spirituality and reflection. So I use a variety of different decks. The deck that I'm using today is the Wild Unknown Tarot. Many of you are familiar with this deck by Kim Krans. It's wildly popular, pun intended, and for good reason. It's got really great visual qualities to it. It's very striking, and it's extremely artistic. The meanings are the card descriptors rather, are a bit simplified, and this is not a bad thing, but I don't recommend this deck for beginners normally just because of that. So anyway, I'm shuffling away here, and I'm going to pull a card for us to focus on today, and we'll just get the ball rolling. So bear with me. All right, we're going to talk about the Six of Pentacles. For anybody who is familiar with tarot, you'll know that pentacles are all about money, possessions, your job and career, your home life, domestic things, belongings, things like that. I call this the health, wealth, and spirituality card. Okay? This has a lot to do with your tangibles. The Six of Pentacles in particular has to do with giving and receiving. So this card is all about the law of reciprocity. And it has to do with the amount of effort and the amount of money that you put into the world and the amount that you get back based on what you give. So when this card is in the upright, I always look at it as sort of a sign that things in your life have to do with a sort of giving and receiving, that there may be an evaluation that needs to take place here in terms of how you give and receive, and that this could also just be about how you view the law of reciprocity, how you make your money, how you collect your wealth, what you give away and what you take in, and whether or not they are in balance. If this card were to come out like this in the reverse, then I would say that this has a lot to do with something not quite being in balance. And perhaps you may feel like you are giving away more than you are receiving. This could be a relationship that doesn't feel reciprocal, a job that doesn't feel reciprocal, or a friendship that doesn't feel reciprocal. This could feel like you are really trying your best to pay out all of the money that you owe various people, but you don't take enough in. Okay? It can be a little bit frustrating in the upside down. In the upright, I would say this is a fairly positive card. But again, it would be beckoning us to ask the questions about how we give and receive and how we view that in our relationship with money and our relationship to other people. Okay, so it's actually a really positive card in and of itself. And I'm going to pull, let's see here. I think I'm actually just going to do 2 more. Oh, well, that's not a surprise. Okay, so I've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. This card, and mind you, the Wild Unknown Tarot was not written with reversals, but I read reversals. That is a personal choice. So if you decide that you want to embark on the journey of studying tarot, it's up to you whether or not you want to read reversals or not. Okay? Now, the 10 of Cups in the upright is all about emotional fulfillment and basically a trading back and forth of emotions. All right? This is all about feeling very emotionally fulfilled, yes, but vibrant. And I'm using that word because of all the colors involved here. All right? So be hitting on all those chakra points, right? So your cups feel very full when this is in the upright. But when it is in the upside down, there is something going on here with the amount of love and effort and emotions you're putting into something and it not being returned. So your cups are sort of emptying themselves and they're not refilling fast enough based on what it is you have to keep giving. And that would be the reason it would make sense this would show up flanked around the 6 of Pentacles. It's not the 10 of Pentacles. So, we're not seeing like a total loss of wealth here or something that happens that really puts a drain on your bank account or something that happens where you lose a lot of money in an investment. This is more about the daily give and take, the reciprocity going on in your daily life with a lot of things, and maybe whatever it is you're pouring into, it has to do with coming from an emotional level, if that makes sense. It would be putting a lot of heart into something and feeling like you're not getting the return on it, the return on your investment. Okay, and then we've got the 4 of Pentacles here. So this is a holding on too tightly of something. To me, the overarching energy with these 3 cards in the mix talks about a holding on too tightly to an ideal or a job or money in which you are fearful that that will be taken away from you. So there is a propensity to hoard and to adopt kind of like a miser's mindset where you feel like every penny that comes in is precious. You have to hold on to everything very tightly. You have to safeguard yourself for the future because you are aware of the fact that whatever comes in, you can't spend more. So I feel like if somebody is going through this situation, this would have to do with something that you're pouring your heart and soul into, and you're maybe trying to invest in something, right? And you're investing and you're investing and you're pouring and you're pouring and you're putting all this effort in and you're not getting anything back, and it's creating tension and it's creating the feeling like you have to kind of tighten the reins and hold on even tighter, because as quickly as you make something, it might be just like flooding back out, like you got a hole in the bottom of your bag. Okay, there's a hole in your cups here and it's kind of just flowing through. All right, so that can be very frustrating energy. I hope that nobody is going through this, but I really wouldn't be surprised if you are. And I'm going to pull a clarifier for this. And I'm actually going to use the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. This is another really, really popular deck. It's really beautiful. It's full of lots of yin energy. So we're going to see what we can get here as an extra little bonus message on top of these 3 cards. I hope that this is resonating with you guys today. If it's not, that's okay too. If it helps you to just get a better understanding of the cards, that's kind of what I'm here to do as well. The 4 of Pentacles, we really didn't look at that deeply, but we're talking about stagnant earth energy and fixed earth energy, which is very stringent here. And you see how these strings are kind of forming a puzzle around these 4 Pentacles. It almost feels like a trap, like an old school puzzle or trap, like a toy you would get, where you pull one string and the other string pulls tighter. And no matter what, you're kind of just getting the same effect of pull this string, this goes this way, pull that string, this goes this way, but you're sort of getting, you know, a repeat of the same effect over and over again. So, like I said, it can be a little bit of a frustrating energy because it can feel like we have to hold on really, really tightly to something when we're talking about the giving and receiving of money and financial wealth, the give and the take here, okay? Especially when our emotions are involved. And again, with the 10 of Cups, the 10 representing the final culmination of a journey, if you follow numerology, and total fulfillment here, but being in the reverse, okay? So we get, anytime we get a card in the reverse, to me, that's an amplification or a suppression of that energy, of that card's core energy. All right, so let's see what we get here with my Work the Light deck. Bear with me. By the way, if any of you wish to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I am at Page of Wands on Facebook, so it'd be Facebook.com/Page of Wands, and on Instagram, I'm Page of Wands Intuitive, and that's all with underscores. I'm located out of Sanford, Florida, and actually read out of a spa professionally, amongst other things. I also do event planning. All right, so the card we got on top of this is Transformation, which I really like. It's really positive. Things are changing at a cellular level and deep healing. So when we talk about putting out a lot of effort here, there may be a career change going on here with these cards, okay? And something that's going to be much more emotionally fulfilling than careers have been in the past for you. There may be a relationship change in which you came out of a relationship feeling like things were not reciprocal. Maybe you paid more of the finances, or you dealt more with the household chores, and you had to deal with all the bills and the responsibilities and the picking up the kids and the cooking of dinner and the doing the dishes and all of that. And you're seeking out a relationship that's going to be a lot more reciprocal and feel a lot more rewarding. Okay? This could also represent jealousy, greed, envy, holding on to something too tightly. All right, but I would venture to say that this is much more of a sort of career and money focus because we've got 2 pentacles here. It's just that whatever it is with this career focus will be having a negative effect on your emotions for some reason, making you feel really, really drained. Okay, but the key here to take into account is that this is because transformation is taking place, and you may be reevaluating your ideals when it comes to work and career and how you make your money. So there may be a very deep need here to reevaluate your relationship to money and your actual idea of the law of reciprocity, how you approach that. Okay? And how you know, the mindset you put out there in the universe in terms of how you want to attract more money or a more fulfilling career, a more rewarding job. All right, so that's my message for you guys today. I hope you found this helpful. I'm going to be trying to do these on the daily. I think this is kind of experimental, but appreciate your likes, shares, and comments if you are so inclined, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.